Hello and welcome to GSKP Georgia Sunflower, Kansas Peach on YouTube, where we talk movies, TV, books, current events. This is a safe place where we can discuss it all. Um, Today is June 22nd, 9:50 in the evening here in the city. Oh, I just don't know what to say. We got another one, guys. As you can see, I just, I, I just don't know what to say. It is what it is. Uh, let's listen to our theme song, and then we'll just get to the matters at hand. Hello, guys, and welcome to GSKP, also known as Georgia Sunflower, Kansas Peach, where we talk movies, books, reviews, life events, current events. This is just a safe place where we can talk about whatever, whenever. Today we're coming from in the Peach Pit, as you can see. We don't have our sound effects in here. I just wasn't feeling, I didn't feel the studio today. Um, I've been busy trying to get it together. I'm expecting my sister to come and visit. Yay, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see her. It's been so long since we've seen one another. So I've been busy with that, and of course work and life and all these things. And so I thought I would come from in the Peach Pit. Okay. As I was saying in the intro, we have another one that's now being accused of inappropriate behavior. What makes this even worse is it's supposedly with minors. I just don't understand. I mean, I just don't understand. So, what we're going to do is, like we've been doing, we're going to listen to this clip and then we'll go from there.
Hype man in a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. After Terrence T.A. Dixon filed a complaint alleging that he witnessed the rapper groom, isolate, and sexually exploit minors while employed by his company, a lawyer for Fat Joe, whose real name is Joseph Antonio Cartagena, fired back, calling the suit a blatant act of retaliation. Attorney Joe Tacopina tells E! News in a statement June 20th, the allegations against Mr. Cartagena are complete fabrications, lies intended to damage his reputation and force a settlement through public pressure. Mr. Cartagena will not be intimidated. In Dixon's complaint submitted to court June 19th, he accused Cartagena of exploiting him sexually and financially during his 16-year employment. Dixon alleged Cartagena forced him to perform more than 4,000 sexual acts to maintain his standing in the company, saying in the suit that the alleged stunts were designed to degrade and exert control under the guise of loyalty tests. The lawsuit reads, sexual acts were induced not by choice but by fear, dependency, and fraud. Each encounter carried an unspoken message, refuse and you lose everything. In one alleged instance, the complaint said Dixon's travel plans were abruptly canceled and he was stranded in a foreign country without any money after refusing to participate in a sex act. Fearing financial punishment, professional sabotage, and physical retaliation, the complaint said Dixon often complied with Cartagena's alleged demands, including unpaid labor in songwriting, tour management, and security. During his employment, Dixon alleged that he also witnessed Cartagena engage in sexual relations with children who were 15 and 16 years old. Dixon is seeking up to $20 million in damages for unpaid performance wages, lost per diem, stolen publishing revenue, unpaid royalties, and physical and emotional injuries, according to the lawsuit. However, Cartagena's attorney, Joe Tacopina, tells E! News that Dixon's suit is a desperate attempt to deflect attention from a civil complaint the MC filed in April, accusing Dixon and his lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn, of extortion and slander. Tacopina says, "We didn't just sue a disgruntled former employee trying to revive a false claim from 15 years ago. We sued the lawyer behind it all. We have taken legal action to expose this fraudulent campaign and hold everyone involved accountable." E! News has reached out to Dixon's attorney for comment, but hasn't heard back.
Okay, guys. Like I said earlier, another one. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's just so. I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I mean, haven't you learned yet? Haven't you learned yet? I mean, haven't you learned yet? What more is it going to take until these people start learning that you need to keep your hands to yourselves? And that we definitely don't deal with children. Not in that manner. My goodness. My goodness. I mean, oh my gosh. I'm just tired of it, I guess. I just don't know what else to say. And to be honest, I think this stems from the Diddy thing, because him and Diddy were supposed to be boys. Oh, he's like my brother, but you haven't tried to step up to help your brother in this fiasco that's going on, with his life. He's your brother, as long as you was doing what you're doing, and birds of a feather flock together. So I don't know why you thought that you were going to be excluded from all of these allegations and things that are going on. They're going to get you one way or another. Like the old people used to say, if it don't come out in the wash, it'll come out in the rinse. And Mr. Fat Joe, they wrenching you out, buddy. That's what they're doing. He's not going to be the only one. Jay-Z, only thing that's kind of saving Jay-Z is Jay-Z got way more money than Fat Joe. He got just as much money, if not more money, than Diddy. See, but Diddy was a fool. He was flashy and running his mouth and talking stupid and all this old crazy stuff. Unlike Jay-Z is very, as they were saying, demure. You don't see Jay-Z up flashing money and up talking crazy, and he's very soft-spoken and, kind of, for lack of a better term, well-mannered. Unlike P. Diddy, always in front of the camera, saying something stupid, trying to be funny, disrespectful, as you can see. from previous videos and things of that nature. But you don't get to see that kind of behavior out of Jay-Z. And I think that's the only thing that's saving him from what's going on right now. But believe you me, they are going to find a way to get to him too. They are going to do it. Because as I keep saying, and I know you're tired of hearing it, but it is what it is, and it is the facts. In this racial climate, they are bringing black folks. They are trying to so-called put black folks in their so-called places. And that place is subservient to white people. Sorry. I'm sorry, but that's just what it is. It's not going to work. It's not going to happen. But that's the goal. Because we've gotten to the place to where we're too big for our britches, so to speak. We done got too uppity. We've gotten out of hand, and they're trying to get us back into control or get us in control. And these black, powerful, rich men, they're starting to have more money. Just as much power, if not more, and they can't have that. Now, they can do all these vile things. It's okay if they do them. But for anyone else, it's a definite no. And that is what is happening in today's climate. I don't see I don't see where the surprise is in this. And my thing is, why would you want to participate in activities like that? Why would you jeopardize? Anyway, Joe is looking at a $20 million lawsuit because of, as I said before, uh, inappropriate behavior. And uh, a guy, his name is T.A. Dixon, who used to be his hype man. And a hype man is the guy that comes out and said, "Oh, are y'all ready to party? Let's party. Let's go to the fat row." That's what a hype man does. And he has alleged that Joe didn't pay him, Joe didn't treat him right, Joe made advances, and he also participated and saw him participate in inappropriate sexual activity and with minors. And from what I understand, um, Joe, please let me know if I'm wrong, but I think Joe had filed suit on him. And they think that this action is retaliation for the suit against him, which it could very well be. But as I said before, birds of a feather flock together. Joe did some of this. Might not have been with children, but he's been nasty to somebody because a lot of people with money think they can treat people any kind of way. And he's running around, like I said, with P. Diddy. And he was trying to do what Diddy does. This is totally my opinion. Totally my opinion. This is not fact. It's not fact. But I think that's what is going on. You know, Hey, like I said, birds of a feather flock together, and now it's come, Joe, it's your turn. Joe, you're up. Now they figured out how to get to you. Now they're gonna figure out how to get to Jay-Z. And who's the other one? They already got the Fox. Cause though Jamie Foxx standing up crying and Lord forgive me and I'm gonna do right and all that. He was at them parties too. And they done told Jamie Foxx, now you tell it, you open your mouth if you want to. And if you remember correctly, and if I remember correctly, Jamie had started to try to expose and say some things. And the next thing you know, he's laid up in the hospital, about to die. They said it's a stroke. But if you notice, he ain't making no more statements about Diddy. Since he come out of that hospital, he hasn't said anything else about Diddy. So I just I, they just need to they all need to get somewhere and sit down. They all old and they need to be somewhere sitting down. Whatever they doing, they need to stop doing what they've been doing. That's what they need to do. I can, all this wealth that you've accumulated, you've gotten away with it all this time. It's time to knock it off. Cut it out. Cut it out. They done ran Justin Bieber crazy. Cassie hung on in there and got her little money. $20 million. Who's next? Who's next? And my thing is, when it rains, it pours. You know how, like, if there was that many victims of Sean Combs, where are they? It's like a domino effect. If it was that many victims, where are they? How come they're not coming out of the woodwork? If it was that many, because this sort of, again, this is strictly my opinion, you would think this sort of these sort of allegations, once somebody start telling it, just like in the Bill Cosby case, when one woman came forward, pretty soon it was 900 women. Not exactly 900, but then they just start coming out of the woodwork. And if Diddy has been doing this for so long, why aren't people coming out of the woodwork? Even though they may not be prominent. Of course, the prominent people don't want to be, but there's those that are not, like Cassie. Why aren't there more Cassies? If he was being as vile and corrupt and as terrible a person that they say he's been, why aren't there more Cassies? See now, Fat Joe, well, I guess that's because he has the money. But as I was saying, it's just a lot of mess to me, and it's confusing, and I can understand why it's confusing because we don't understand this behavior. This is not something that we do or would participate in. At least I know I wouldn't. There are some that would, and that's your business. Hey, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Do what you do. But it's just, this again, there's so many. I just don't know what to say, I guess. I'm really at a loss for words because now Tyler Perry, he's another one that they've got up. But right now, Joe, we got Tyler Perry, we got Joe, we got Diddy. Who else? I mean, it's just one after another. You guys, if you haven't learned from Bill Cosby, they tried to run Bill Cosby. No, they didn't try. They did. You don't think they're going to come for you? And Bill Cosby got more money than all y'all put together. Really? As I said at the beginning of the video, Joe, you're up. And your nose is not clean, sir. I don't care what you say. Joe, I know you did it because your whole thing is appropriating black folks. Ain't nothing about you black, but you run around here and try to talk and act and be and all that. So you did it. You did it. You did it. You did some of that stuff because you was running around with other people that do. You did that. May not have been the children, but you were mean to them people that was around you because you think you about your boss and all that old ghetto trash, thinking you all that kind of trash that y'all do because you got a few dollars to rub together now. So hey, I just I'm just I'm not shocked because like I said, they are going after so they are going after powerful black men. They are gonna put y'all in y'all's place. They are tired. They are sick of us. It's just that plain and simple. Even though Joe ain't us, but he run around and try to act like us and be like us and all that, he might as well be one. You going down, bro. You are going down. And hey, like I said before, birds of a feather flock together. So I can't I can't say that I'm surprised. I just can't. I can't say it. Well, you guys, this is another one that we're gonna have to watch and see what happens to him. Hopefully, you know, I hate to see it happen. You don't want to see it happen. But if they did these things, you deserve it. If you didn't, I hope you make it through and, just prosper even more greatly. But I just don't know. I just don't know. Again, June 2025, on this good Sunday, I want to say thank you to all my peace trees and my sunflower seeds for joining me here on GSKP TV, also known as Georgia Sunflower, Kansas Peach. As I always say, wash your hands, wear your masks in crowded spaces. We have a new variant of COVID. But since y'all's president got everything mixed up, we don't know if there's going to be a new vaccination for it. The advice is go and get the latest. It helps to protect, might not prevent. Oh, I can barely talk. Anyway, might not prevent, but it helps to protect. Uh, we got to look out for each other. We got to be careful out here. You know, as I always say, I am my brother's keeper. I love you. Bye.